Greetings and salutations, humans. Welcome to the channel. This is your host, Putinbot. And before we get started on today's video, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of y'all that took the time to subscribe to the channel, during the last month or so. We just recently broke 100 subscribers. To be honest with y'all, I didn't expect that to ever happen. I just kind of throw these videos together as a hobby. And I just truly wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you that took the time to come by, visit the channel, watch the videos, and an extra thank you for those of y'all who like the content enough to subscribe to the channel and to support it. So sincerely, thank y'all very much. I appreciate you. And now, on to the video, now that sappy stuff is out of the way. So, I had one of my new subscribers ask me how I built my Arbiter and asked me if I would be willing to do a guide on her. So that's what this video is going to be about today. So Arbiter, as y'all know, you can get her for free by completing the missions. You can also pull her from void shards. That's very, very, very difficult to do. For those of y'all who have pulled her from shards, congratulations, you won the lottery. For those of y'all like me who just had to shrug on through the missions and eventually earn her, my hat's off to you. I know how difficult it is, and I just want to say congratulations. You have got, in my opinion, one of the best arena champions in the game. So without further ado, I will show y'all how I've got my Arbiter built. I'm going to show y'all the philosophy behind her. I will do a couple of runs with her, but I will explain to y'all where, with my account, me personally, where I run her at. So, let's first go into her total stats. Her accuracy is 256. Her resistance is 188, very low. Critical damage, 101. Her crit rate is 27%. I don't have Arbiter built for damage at all. She has the very best speed gear on my account, because she is my speed lead in the arena, which is where I use her 95% of the time. There are some instances where I do run her in Doom Tower when I need some extra speed, just in turn meter manipulation. But the vast majority of the time, I have her in the arena on a go first team. If I don't go first, I almost always just get nuked into oblivion. So like I said, I do have her going at 334 speed. Her defense is just under 2,800. Her attack is 1,900, and her health is 44,649. I've got her in 3 speed sets. I do have her in a resistance banner, and the only reason she's in that resistance banner is because of this triple roll on speed. I do have her in a hit point amulet. Now, with me, I do look for accuracy for my Arbiter, specifically for whenever I go against Skull Crowns. I like to be able to strip those unkillable buffs off. Also, if the enemy team, if they are able to get a go, if they do throw up a buff, I want to be able to reduce the duration of those buffs. I also have her in a hit point ring, just because I want some extra survivability, just in case if the enemy does go first, if their team's not built properly, if I have a chance to cut in, I want to be able to make sure my Arbiter has enough health to be able to withstand a hit. My philosophy is with the arena, if the enemy team goes first, I just assume that 60% of my defense is already gone. Because if they're running a defense down, which they will be, defense is basically just, it just gets chunked. There's no other way to put it. Speed boots for your Arbiter are going to be mandatory, and I did go with speed boots with an accuracy sub roll. Now I do have her in a flat defense chest piece, which normally you would sell right away. However, if you take a look at these stats, I got the double roll in speed, and I also got the accuracy sub roll. Eventually, I do want to replace this, but until I get a new chest piece that has a triple roll of speed in it, she's going to be keeping this otherwise normally crap defense chest. I've got her in defense gauntlets. Again, because of this roll and speed, I got that triple roll. I've got her in a defense shield. It's not even rolled up. I don't care about it. I've got it with a double rolling speed. As soon as I get an epic or a legendary shield, and I get a triple rolling speed, this shield will be replaced. Just in the meantime, I'm just not going to waste the silver to upgrade it. The helmet, I've got a good single rolling speed, and I did get lucky with a max glyph. And I think you're able to see the trend here. I'm farming dragon, and I'm looking for more speed wherever I can get it. I would have really preferred this have accuracy on it instead of the attack, but beggars can't be choosers, just like y'all. I'm limited by the gear that I've got. And then my weapon, another triple roll in speed, and I got the accuracy sub roll, and I got the hit points, but the percentage and the flat health, I'll take it. Most likely this weapon will be with her as long as I'm playing raid, unless I get another 6-star legendary and I get a quad roll speed in it. And so I mean that's my Arbiter. I have her stacked with as much health as I can give her. I weigh more on health than I do on defense. And let's hop in and let's do some content real quick. And I will show y'all how I use her. Let's go ahead and hop into the arena first. Oh, and one thing I do want to let y'all know, I did pull some void shards today, and I finally got myself a Madame Ceres. So I am thrilled about that. I finally have a stripper, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, after a year and a half of playing Raid Shadow Legends, yours truly has a stripper, and I am 100% thrilled about it. So let's just go and jump on in here, and we'll go through a couple of runs. For those of y'all who are not familiar with my arena team, as I said, I'm running Arbiter as my speed lead. I didn't even go over her kit. I just realized that. So let me go through this fight. I'll jump back into her kit. I'll explain to y'all how it goes, and we'll come back into this. Arbiter in the lead. She is my speed lead. I have Umbral Enchantress. I'm running her in as a provoke. She has a 2-turn provoke. That allows me to control the enemy team and to deny them the ability to do what they want to do. On my arena team, the only 2 champions that are speed tuned is Arbiter and Umbral. Madame Ceres, I think she's running 230 speed, give or take. And Kandrafana is rocking a lightning fast 155 because he's in attack boots, but it helps him hit like a truck. So let's go ahead and jump on in. And I'll kind of go ahead and explain the way Arbiter's kit works now, and I'll go over her masteries. So, whenever you go into the arena with your Umbral, and I am going first by a pretty comfortable margin, their Arbiter's very slow. You open with your A2, almost always. Places a 50% increased attack buff on allies for 2 turns, then fills the turn meter of all allies by 30%. Heals all allies by 25% of their max HP if they have less than 50% health. So watch the turn meter on my team here. Everyone goes up. Umbral goes next. I'm going to use Umbral's A3, Undying Evil. Let's see if I'm able to land the provoke. I get it on everybody. Perfect. Madame Ceres, I am then going to use her A3. That's going to give me an attack down and a defense down, plus strip whatever buffs they have. Then Kandrafan, he's going to go in. He has this attack buff from Arbiter. I'm going to use his A2, and we're just going to put everyone to bed. And let me go and hop over here real quick. And again, I apologize. I just completely spaced it. I did not even think about showing y'all her masteries earlier, and I do apologize for that. First, let's go over skills. So she does have this ally speed in arena battles by 30%. She has the second best speed aura in the game. Lord Shazar has the best, and keep in mind her aura only works in the arena, the same as Lord Shazar. Lord Shazar, I think his is 32%. So with your arena, like I said, you're going to open up with this move right here, her A3. This is what increases. This is what places that attack up buff, and this is normally on a 4-turn cooldown. You could book it down to a 3. Enforce Humility. This is one of the reasons why I don't like running my Arbiter on auto. Attacks all enemies one time, has a 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. That buffs up to 100%. So what that means is, if you're in the arena and you slap someone, and say they're running Swift Parry, or if it's going against a Skull Crown and they throw that unkillable buff, Arbiter can then use this ability, use her A2, reduces the duration, but those buffs only last for 1 turn, so they expire, they just fall off. Her A4 is her res. Revives all dead allies to 35% HP, then fills the turn meter of all allies by 20%. Grants an extra turn to this champion if an ally was successfully revived. Now, one thing about her A4, you can use this for the turn meter boost even if someone is not dead. So I will try to show you all that again in another arena fight here in just a minute. The previous fight, Kanjafan just killed everyone too quickly. Then her A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing the big version of Weaken for 2 turns, and that goes up to 45% for each hit. With my Arbiter's Masteries, like I said, I do not have her built for damage. I've got her going down the defense tree. I've got her going down Defiant, Improved Parry, just to try to reduce the amount of damage I take from a critical hit. Wisdom of Battle has a chance of placing block debuffs on this champion for 1 turn when a stun, sleep, fear, or true fear expires on this champion. Stubbornness, increase resist by 10 for each debuff on this champion, stacks up to 30. And then I'm coming down to Retribution because I want to get a chance to counterattack with that A1. Now, alternately, a case can be made. Is it this one? Let me see here. Delayed death. There is a case to be made by going down delayed death, just to reduce the amount of damage that you take from a specific enemy. And also blast proof. This buff right here reduces the amount of damage that you take by 5% from an AoE. You can go either one of those ways. So for example, you could go tough skin instead for the extra defense, then come down to blast proof, and then just work your way down to retribution. Either way is going to be fine, but the support tree is going to be pretty much mandatory. I said because I am running 3 speed sets on my Arbiter. I do have her going down to Lore of Steel. That just gives me just more speed off of those 3 sets. And I have ended in Eagle Eye for the extra 50 accuracy. Now, if you don't really care about her removing those buffs, in the defense tree you can go down to Unshakable, get another 50 resist if you're trying to run a resist-based Arbiter. But in my opinion, it's just really not worth it. You'll be better off going through the support tree, pushing down to Eagle Eye. Now, I did also go with Spirit Haste, increases speed by 8 for each dead ally, stacks up to 24. Because if someone drops dead in the arena, I want to be able to get Arbiter going quicker, so that way I can get that res up. Cycle of Magic, get a chance of decreasing the cooldown of a skill. I've also got Swarm Smiter, get more accuracy for each enemy that's stuffed alive. I've also got with Rapid Response, because she does cast that attack up buff. Whenever those fall off, it will give my Arbiter some more turn meter whenever those buffs expire. I went with Shield Bearer. She doesn't cast shields. It really doesn't do anything for her. I mean, Exalted Death might have worked. It's hard to say. Charged Focus. I'm just looking for accuracy. Biggest reason why I went through Shield Breaker is because I just want to get down that Rapid Response mastery. And for the record, my Arbiter is fully booked. She doesn't take a ton of books, which is nice. Let's see, 1, 3, 6, 7. So she takes 7 books, which is not bad at all. Especially nowadays, a lot of your legendaries now are taking 10 plus books, which is really, really bad. But I'll just show you all a couple more arena fights. Then I will take y'all into some of the dungeons, let you see how she does there. Just in my opinion, for your stat priority for your Arbiter, speed above all. then accuracy if you're looking to strip buffs from the enemy team, and then hit points. Like I said, if you're running in the arena, defense is not really going to, it's going to give you diminishing returns, whereas HP, there's no HP debuff apart from just getting slapped in the face. Let's go ahead and hop into a dungeon real quick. Let's just go into Dragon's Lair. Okay, folks, and here's the team we're going to go into. We're just going to run this through Dragon 20 real quick. Let me kind of explain to y'all the way this team works. So we've got Aboro in the lead. She is going to be our single target DPS. She has an increased ally attack in dungeons by 33%. We've got Ninja, who was a free legendary champion we were able to get provided you started, so long as you collected his fragments before the event ended in October. Got Thalysia for defense down. I've got Arbiter in there for turn meter plus the attack up buff. And I'm using Alika, who is also just a hard-hitting AoE attack-based champion. Ninja's going to be our win condition against the dragon. I will be quiet, and y'all just enjoy the carnage. Let's see how this works. And there we go. That was not the cleanest run in the world. We lost Arbiter on the second run. And again, that's just because of the way I got her built. I've got her built for pure speed with very little survivability. We got to the dragon, and Ninja and Aboro were able to bring it home. Thalysia was there for the defense down. The dragon went. Aboro transferred those poisons to the dragon. And then Ninja does what Ninja does. He just brought in the nukes. Let's take a look at these boots. Attack-based. These are yucky. Goodbye. So now what we will do, we will hop over into, yes, we can do Ice Golem real quick. Now keep in mind, I'm not doing Arbiter any justice here on these runs. The way I've got her built, I've got her built purely for speed for the arena. She is not helping us out at all here. So keep that in mind while you're watching these runs, okay? So we're going to bring in Arbiter. She'll give us the attack up. We'll take Aothar out. He's the wrong affinity. We will come in with Dark Elaine. And lastly, let's come in with Tyrell. He will be our defense down and attack down on the boss. So let's take a look and see how this runs. And so there you have it. As you can see in dungeons, her AI is it's really kind of stupid. On the second wave, where those terror beasts are put that reflect damage buff, if her AI was smart enough not to use her A2 unless the enemy team had buffs up, that would be better. Unfortunately, as is the case with a lot of champions in Raid Shadow Legends, her AI is clinically stupid. If it comes up, she just opens it up, tries to treat it as a nuke, even though it doesn't hit hard and its primary utility is to remove buffs. So, in my opinion, Arbiter is going to best serve you either in Doom Tower waves, where you have to get turn meter, where you just have to get ahead and then stay ahead of the enemy. And if you're running a team that's heavy into control, like if you're trying to suppress the enemy using Contra, using Thylicia to speed up the duration of debuffs and to extend them, and all you're doing is pumping turns, she's going to come in good for you there. Also against the Dark Fae, I do use her in the Dark Fae just for the turn meter boost that she's able to give, just kind of give you a head start, with getting a handle on that content. Let's just go ahead and jump into Doom Tower real quick and see if there's a team, a room I can show y'all. Like this one, maybe. Let's take... I'm not sure if this will work, but what we'll do is that we'll take Blind Seer out and we'll put Arbiter in. So the whole idea behind this team is to be able to reduce duration on the enemy buffs whenever they get them up. The big thing though is to just get turn meter, just to speed this team up, so that way I'm getting enough debuffs on the enemy where they're constantly provoked either by a Contra's passive or because of Visix with her A3. Aboro is our damage dealer. She will be going in, she will be single targeting the enemy down. And Thylicia, she's there to keep the debuffs extended and also to spread them. So let's take a look and see how this goes. Again, I can't guarantee if this run's even going to work or not. We'll take a look and we'll see. And we're done. the run went through, y'all are able to see no one died. She was able to turn up the turn meter. She brought some utility. She helped the Boru hit harder. But as far as bringing anything in the way of control, that's not really what Arbiter does. She's all about speed. And this time, her A2 was useful because she was able to help reduce the duration of those buffs. Now let's go ahead and jump into the arena for a couple of more fights. And I think we'll call this a wrap. I mean, if you have Arbiter, congratulations, she's a great champion. It's just, she's not, what you gotta kind of keep in mind, she's not going to help you clear dungeon content. She doesn't bring anything in the way of control. Her healing mechanism is situational. You only get that heal if someone is below 50% health. And her res, a lot of times it will be down because she'll use it to push turn meter. Let's go ahead and jump into this real quick. But the name of the game when it comes to Arbiter is speed, speed, speed. Then you want some more speed. Then some accuracy thrown in. And then you're just going to finish up with speed. I mean, that's just really how she runs. That's how she works. Now, one thing I do like to do, because Kandrafon is force affinity, if there's an enemy that has a spirit-based team, like this Lysandra right here, let's go into this. A lot of times I will use Arbiter's A1 on their Lysandra just to get that weaken buff on there. Let's go and throw in this provoke. Let's get the defense down and the attack down. I've got to admit, y'all, I am stoked to finally have a Madame Saris. I am very excited about it. Now I'm just going to A1 this Lysandra just to give my Kandrafon a fighting chance to one-shot her. Did one-shot her, but we definitely chunked her. Now we'll just auto this through and call it good game. Well, y'all, I think we end it here. I mean, Arbiter, she's easy to build. She's a staple in the arena. There's really nothing else I can say about her. She is great for arena offense. She's great for arena defense. And with her, the name of the game is speed. I mean, you want speed. You want speed rolls on every piece of gear. You want to have her in 3 speed sets. You want to have speed on the banner. And then prioritize hit points. Because, like I said, I mean, if the enemy goes first, if they drop that defense down on you, 60% of your defense is gone anyway, stack health. If you are trying to run her in dungeon content, look for defense as well as hit points. And if you are able to do that, congratulations. Yes, for me, from my account, she just doesn't have the survivability. She doesn't have the toolkit to really help in dungeon content very much. She is an arena specialist, and for 98% of y'all who are watching this, I can guarantee you that's where she's going to be playing for with you as well. Well, this will be the end of this guide on Arbiter. Thank y'all very much for popping by and for spending time. And again, for those of you who have subscribed to the channel, just sincerely, I just want to say thank y'all very much again. It means a lot to me, and I hope to be producing content that y'all like. I'm truly humbled by your support. This is PutinBot. I'm heading out, and I'll talk to y'all later.